Dissension in the ranks of the Duval County School Administration over the disclosure of once secret text messages that are sparking a firestorm. News 4 Jax first revealed the text messages last week that exposed a major rift between Superintendent Dr Vitti and board member Dr. Connie Hall.
Among the texts causing a stir is a comment Hall made about Vitti, calling him special ed in action. Channel 4's Vic Micolucci joining us live from the school district headquarters, where board members held a special meeting to address this controversy. Vic?
And we heard some heated conversations in that meeting on the 6th floor here at the Duval County Public School Board headquarters. A lot of it had to do with these text messages from Dr. Connie Hall about Dr. Vitti. And a lot of board members, it is clear they do not get along. They do not agree on some of these issues. And that has many members from the community upset.
District employee.
Sheila Andrews came to this meeting to voice her opinion.
If you don't love me, how can you love my children?
She has a disability that put her in a wheelchair and feels school board member Dr. Connie Hall's text message about Superintendent Vitti being special ed in action was out of line.
When you call someone by label, all those words are no longer socially acceptable. They're not politically correct.
Andrews wants change, however drastic that may be.
I'm sorry, I cannot jump on the bandwagon to protect Dr. Hall at this time.
Do you want to see her go?
Whatever the board decides and the governor decides.
Some board members did discuss that. Jason Fisher called for Dr. Hall's resignation.
We have a part of our community that's really upset about what's going on.
I find this an ugly distraction from what's going on in our schools.
Dr. Hall was the only school board member not at the meeting.
We do our best to attend all meetings, but Dr. Hall was unable to attend because of a previous appointment.
Member Scott Shine suggested that DCPS auditor Michelle Begley be fired. She exchanged messages with Dr. Hall in the now public records.
She's a board auditor. She's not supposed to play a partisan role, but I think it shows that we have a dysfunctional school board and a school board that needs to change.
About a dozen community members showed up to speak out. Many supported Dr. Hall.
Everybody has the right to freedom of speech. Okay? And you may not like what some people say, but they have the right to say it.
Why was the focus not on the fact that we have 59 DNF schools?
And that's something you all need to seriously focus on, race. And stop dodging, stop evading.
Superintendent Vitti didn't speak at the meeting. He sat and listened, but talked with me after.
The hostile work environment is not anything new. That has been ongoing. I think it's reassuring for me to know that the board, although divided, there's still a high degree of support for the reform that has happened and that will happen.
Now, Dr. Vitti told me he is still considering taking legal action because of those comments that Dr. Hall made. He said it's certainly not something he wants to do, but he's looking to see if that is his only option to make change. He says he is committed on reforming these schools. Now, as far as Dr. Hall, I did send her an email requesting her comments. So far, have not heard back. Reporting live on the South Bank, Vic Micolucci, Channel 4, the local station.
All right, Vic, so what happens next here?
Well, since Dr. Hall wasn't here, the school board members agreed to reschedule, so we're waiting on the next date. It should be sometime very soon when they're going to come back together and meet again, hopefully with all 7 of them present, including Dr. Hall, to talk about the issues. And I really did get the feeling that the 6 board members that were there and Dr. Vitti really wanted to resolve these issues. They may not agree, they may butt heads at times, but they really want to get these issues away from them and focus on the children.
I think everyone would like that. All right, Vic Micolucci reporting live for us. Vic, thank you.